What's up, LA Live Gang? This is your boy AC, and I'm here with a special breaking news edition of LA Sports Live. Look, as you guys come into the video, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps the channel, and I really appreciate it. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. All right, let's get that stuff out the way. According to reports, according to Woj, the Cleveland Cavaliers have traded for Donovan Mitchell. I repeat, the Cleveland Cavaliers have completed a trade with the Utah Jazz, and Donovan Mitchell is headed to the Cleveland Cavaliers. I didn't even know they were in the Donovan Mitchell sweepstakes. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Only thing I've heard is New York, New York, Knicks, 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 and out of the blue, here come the Cleveland Cavaliers. The notifications are rolling in. Uh, Hot and fast. Let me just check and see. Shams just dropped a tweet. Let me see. Uh, okay. Cleveland's going to send a 2025, 2027, and 2029 first round pick to Utah. Let's see what else. Now, let's see what players. Let me see what players are going to be involved in this real quick. Let's see what players are involved in this trade. Okay, according to Shams, Cleveland is sending looks like we dropped off there for a minute. Did you guys hear the trade? Did you guys hear the trade? The trade is going to be centered around Colin Sexton. I repeat, the trade is going to be centered around restricted free agent for the Cleveland Cavaliers, uh, Colin Sexton, and they finally found something to do with Colin. And he's going to Utah. Let me see if I can pull up this tweet by Shams real quick. Okay, once again, I'll repeat the full trade. Colin Sexton, Laurie Marketing, Ochi Agabi, I'm probably butchering that name, and three first round picks 2025, 2027, and 2029, all going to Cleveland, excuse me, all going to Utah for Donovan Mitchell. Now, like I said before, I didn't know that the Utah Jazz were even in the running for Donovan Mitchell. We kept hearing all this stuff about the New York Knicks, possibly with the Lakers joining in with the Knicks and the Jazz in a three-team trade. Um, I'll say this: uh, I don't know how good that makes. I don't know how good that makes the Cleveland Cavaliers. Are they? Does that zoom them right back to the top? Are they as good as the Nets? Are they as good as Milwaukee? Are they as good as the 76ers? I don't know, but they pulled off a blockbuster deal, and you gotta give it to them. You gotta give it to the Cavs was jumping in there making a big splash. They weren't afraid to trade the picks. I don't know what happened to the Knicks, but hey, they got caught slipping. They got caught slipping. Let's see now. Hey, since they made this deal, Donovan Mitchell is gone. The Jazz have many players with guaranteed contracts under contract. So now they have unloaded Donovan Mitchell. So we might see we might see um, a lot of these other players now get moved by the Jazz, and maybe the Lakers can pick up some of these guys because now we're getting further. Let me refresh this. And we're getting further details on this trade. Colin Sexton, as part of the deal, Colin Sexton has signed a new fully guaranteed deal with the Jazz for $72 million. I repeat, as part of the deal, Colin Sexton has signed a brand new $72 million extension with the Jazz. So apparently, they're probably going to build around Colin Sexton and probably get rid of probably get rid of a lot of these older players that are under contract and owed a lot of money. I'm trying to switch into my studio real quick and see what's going on here. I guess it's probably going to be a full steam ahead youth movement with the Jazz now, built around Colin Sexton. That's really weird. That's really odd, but this is the this is the direction they're moving in. Let me turn on the monetization. What you guys think, man? Let's read some of these comments. Let's read some of these comments. This caught me off guard big time. Caught me off guard big time. Um, Humble Sports salute OG. This came out of nowhere. Yeah, Humble came out of nowhere. Um, but I did hear that the Knicks were saying that, hey, man, they're going to have certain deadlines. They were coming up on deadlines as far as, I guess they were really ready to move on or trade or move on. They didn't want to give up. I heard they didn't want to give up as many picks as the Jazz were looking for. Uh, no doubt Cleveland picked up the phone and said, hey, we'll take them. We'll take them because I don't know. Like I said earlier, guys, I don't know if you were thinking about it, but I was wondering what they were going to do with Colin Sexton. Colin Sexton was sitting there as a restricted free agent. You know, he didn't get many offers, and lo and behold, here he is. He's the big centerpiece of this Donovan Mitchell deal, and he gets rewarded with a big monster extension to play with the Utah Jazz. Let's look at some more of these comments. Um, Unanimous decision saying they could still bring Seti off the bench. So hey guys, I'm not that familiar with Cleveland, but I think that makes them good. But I don't know how good um that makes them. Let me go back and read the trade to you guys. Where you guys just coming in. Um, let's see. Okay, the Jazz the Jazz will receive in exchange for Colin Sex for Donovan Mitchell. They will get Colin Sexton, and Colin signs a brand new $72 million contract extension with the Jazz. And Cleveland is sending Colin Sexton, Laurie Marketing, Ochi Agabje, you guys know who I'm talking about, and three first round pick swaps. Well, excuse me, three first round picks and two pick swaps to the Jazz for Donovan Mitchell. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. What do you guys think, man? Does that make the Cleveland Cavaliers a top four seed now? Does that make the Cavaliers a top four seed? They got the young core, these young kids, and now you add Donovan Mitchell to the group. Does that make them a solid playoff team in the East? I don't know. I'm not really for sure. It's hard to say, man. Humble Sports says I think so. Um, maybe you could probably pencil them in right under, I guess, Boston, Brooklyn, um, Philly, and of course the Bucks. The Bucks are still going to be, if they're healthy, Bucks will still be my pick for next season. But it's definitely, like you said, definitely makes them solid. Definitely makes them solid. I'm interested to see if any, they haven't reported, but if any of those other players are going to Cleveland with Donovan, because we had, as we know, I spoke up early. Um, the Jazz have like 16 players under guaranteed contract, so they need to move some of these guys. So maybe we might see another Laker deal. Maybe we might see another Laker deal with the Jazz for some of these role players, Bogdanovich, Jordan Clarkson, some of these other players. I don't know. Okay, Humble says they got size, they got shooting, they got a solid team for sure. Yeah, I think the only thing they would be lacking is probably experience. But I'll tell you this: they got a good young core, and actually Donovan Mitchell has proved himself. right? He has kind of proved himself in the playoffs. He's had some big games. I think they were ready to take it to the next level. Maybe that was a year or two ago, but I think they were in that big series with the Clippers, and that series could have went either way. But I think Donovan was a little bit hobbled. He was a little bit hurt in that series, and then he kind of faded towards the end. Humble says we should start seeing the dominoes fall now with the Lakers. Yeah, we might see something now. Today's Thursday, Humble. We might see something crack this weekend, man. Because, like I said, the Jazz have to come off those players, those extra players they have on their roster. They moved the big fish. They have moved Donovan Mitchell, and so now maybe the Jazz may come into play as far as a possible Russell Westbrook trade partner, or now the Lakers may be forced to move in another direction, and maybe the Knicks, maybe the Knicks, maybe the Knicks. I don't know. Call me K says, I wonder where Sexton going. Hey, this might not be over with. You're right. I don't know if that's what you're intimating, Cal. Call me K, but you never know. Colin Sexton, he may not be staying with the Utah Jazz. He may be en route to another he may be en route to another team. Because a lot of times when these big deals come through, these big trades come through, they don't always you everything doesn't always get announced right away. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't always get announced right away. You get little details start trickling in 15, 20, 30 minutes later. But as of right now, Colin Sexton is a Utah Jazz with a brand new, fully guaranteed $72 million deal. And wow, Donovan Mitchell is a Cleveland Cavalier. And like I said, you match that up with the young core kids that they got over there in Cleveland. I guess they would be a force to reckon with, man. Yeah, yeah, you're right, call me K. He doesn't sometimes he doesn't put out all the details. Cause like if you saw his initial tweet, it just said Donovan Mitchell's going to the Cavs. Uh Reza Shonda, you weren't here earlier, so I will repeat the trade to you from Woj and Shams. The Cleveland Cavaliers, they have traded Colin Sexton, Laurie Marketing, Ochi Agabi or whatever, and three first round picks and two pick swaps to the Utah Jazz for Donovan Mitchell. I repeat, the Cleveland Cavaliers are trading Colin Sexton, Laurie Marketing, Ochi Agab, you guys know. Three first round picks and two pick swaps to Utah Jazz for Donovan Mitchell. I totally agree. We all know Danny Ainge asked for Garland, Mobley, and Allen along with Sexton. Of course, but maybe you never know. Maybe not, because maybe you never know. You never know what he initially asked for. Maybe he just wanted the one player because all those young guys for Cleveland, look, they're going to be up for extensions pretty soon. Within the next 2 years, all those guys are going to be up for extension. So then he'll be back in the same place, having all these young players that he would eventually have to play, and he may or he may not like them like that. You know what I'm saying? He may or may not like them like that. So uh maybe it's just better. I think more so what Danny Ainge is looking for is the trade compensation, man. I think that's more so what he's looking for rather than just taking on another team's a bunch of players. You know what I'm saying? So that's interesting. And you guys brought that up. Look, call me K. If I'm the Lakers, I would get Bogdan, Clarkson, and Beasley. Uh, that might be coming down the pipe, bro. That might be coming down the pipe. It might be coming down the pipe before the holiday. Further update from Woj. These three first round picks are unprotected. These first round picks that the Jazz received from the Cavs are unprotected. So Danny Ainge Danny Ainge once again, man. He's collecting assets. We saw him do it in Boston. They got a ton of picks, and hey, he builds a nice little core there. And this is it appears this is what he's looking to do again with the Utah Jazz. Since he's been there, he has, um, he has moved their two superstar players. They made one playoff run, and they weren't satisfied with that. So he just made the decision to go ahead and split this up, and go in another direction. And I will say that that's at least what eight first round picks that he's accumulated within the last 2 to 3 months. So that's crazy. I tell you, it's not, bro, because LeBron's going to opt out. Now he's not going to opt out, bro, because look here. This means now I don't know for sure, but this means that a Laker move. I think another Laker trade with Utah is in the mix. That's what I think. I think another Laker trade with the Jazz is in the mix. I think they want to get Pat Bev. They want to go ahead and get that out of the way. But I really do feel another Laker trade with the Utah Jazz may be in the mix. And then when it's all said and done, Danny Ainge, that Joker, he would have accumulated I, about 10 first round picks this off season. This is crazy. This is crazy. Yeah, you know what? Lakers over everything. I didn't even think about it, but Lakers over everything says Indy will come way down their price now since Lakers have action with Utah. Maybe, maybe, maybe. I guess it just kind of depends on how much if they really want to come off their players. If they really want to come off Miles and Buddy and go ahead and grab those two picks before Danny does. Yeah, yeah, this definitely kind of when you think about it, it does kind of help out the Lakers because we know Danny is ready to wheel and deal, and he's not going to wait. He's not going to wait around for these big market teams to stop, playing with themselves. He's going to move on. And Cleveland, the Knicks kind of made a mess of things, and Danny Ainge picked up the phone, and the Cleveland Cavaliers answered, and he was able to swoop up three more picks. You can't be mad at that. Can't be mad at that. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream right now. Um, I'm off right now. I'll be off for a while recovering, but I had to bring this breaking news to you guys. I had to bring this breaking news to you guys. I don't know if any of my counterparts. I believe Lakers are over everything. I don't know if he's going live, but I believe the Kareem report. I believe the Kareem report is live right now, so I'm pretty sure he has coverage on this trade. So I'm gonna end this stream now. I appreciate everybody coming through. You guys make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe to the stream. I think there's a pending Laker trade coming, bro. I think there's a pending Laker trade coming this weekend. I think there's a Laker trade coming this weekend. And when it comes down, when it goes down, make sure you guys return here to LA Sports Live because I'm going to be the one that breaks it to you first. Anyway, this is your boy, AC, LA Sports Live. I will wrap with y'all later.